Welcome back to Euro USD, guys. I'm sorry, been a little MIA. I'm gonna get right back to it. Sunday open. The last thing we had discussed on my review I posted last was this level right here was tested a few times before we broke out from it. You can clearly see here we sold down on Monday, last Monday, and then we back tested it. We sold back down, tested it again, sold back down. Couple great setups were presented here. Failed breakdowns galore. We tested it one more time overnight, even though we didn't quite get there. I would still consider that a test. 1125. That level is 1131, so it was still a decent last test. And then we came right back to it 8 o'clock in the morning for what would be a reclaim here. See, this was setting up the acceptance of that level. So if we got back there and pushed through, one could potentially go long on a reclaim. With that said, since we broke out from this level, one can assume that if it gets back tested, it could provide a decent setup as long as we get some good price action to play with. And lo and behold, Friday at 12 o'clock, I mentioned that this was a long, that this is the active setup. And from there, we ran from 11:30 up to almost 1290. So that's 160 points just from directly this area. So if you pay attention, say there's a lot of levels, sure, maybe. But if you're understanding how to use them, then you have a great weapon in your back pocket. Now, after this, there was a Sunday open. Let's get right to it. So Sunday, we opened up very bullish and we triggered right through this level. I want to show you something that's pretty clear to see on this chart. You can see how we broke through from this level. There was some consolidation. I'm on a 1 hour chart here, so 3 hours we spent there on Tuesday before moving upward more. Thereafter, we produced two awesome setups, dip and recovery right here Wednesday afternoon, and then again Thursday afternoon. So clearly one can say this is a strong level. I'd even call it failed breakdown level because of the two lows present here. So when Sunday triggered through and then held that for a while, I added to my position because I figured this is a reclaim of this level. This is a failed breakdown as well. Just overall something I was looking for. And that obviously worked out, as you can see on this chart, from 1172 up to 1194 for a good 20 points almost. You got a second entry at 9 p.m. and we took off thereafter. Overnight, we just kept on moving up. In the morning, I woke up. There wasn't much else for me to do. One could have done a failed breakout setup right here and short below this low after we came back down below it. I was not interested in that. I'm looking for longs. Afterwards, this rest of the day, I really didn't get any great setups that I liked. This was a dip in recovery, but I chose not to take it. I wanted a proper failed breakdown to work with, and my patience paid off because at 8 o'clock, we sold and had a great candle right here that closed above this low. I waited for a little push off this level and we got it at 9 o'clock and I went long around 1232. That paid off. I was able to close most of my position about 10-12 points above. Sold it before it got up that high, kept a little runner, and that runner is still moving right now, and essentially we're just waiting for some more volatility. Overall, let me go to US ES real quick too. I want to show you what's going on over there. So Sunday open, these levels are updated now, but Sunday open saw us sell below this level, this these couple lows right here, and then reclaim right above, failed breakdown. So if you wanted to, you could have gone long. I did not. Thereafter, we sold off overnight at 9 o'clock on Monday. We had a combination of kind of like a tag of 5900, even though we didn't quite get there. So it's kind of like just a back test, not something I wanted to take, but we did end up reclaiming 5925 and I did go long there. So one can see this was support for a while, then it turned into a back test right here, came back and pushed right through, so that was a good chance to go long with a stop loss right here. Today was a very low volatility day. Same thing happened again. We got a back test of 59.25, 26 area, and then we reclaimed above levels. So you could, after this candle, if you want to, you could have gone long. These are all trades that I didn't love. I did not take. I'm looking for clear fail breakdowns in ES most of the time. However, we're in such a low volatility state. It's really tough. I'm going to get back to you guys with some new levels and some new setups for today for ES as well as Euro USD. Thanks, guys.